Violence to the woman. Violence against women is a sexist act that produces any type of physical, psychological, or emotional damage and results in verbal or physical abuse in any context. And these measurements have been received by women for thousands of years ago. One can observe the discrimination that women received in the sacred scriptures. Discrimination can be seen as when women were punished by throwing stones at them for committing adultery. However, some women have stood out in the minds of macho society. For example, Alice Paul, Maud Wood Park, Eleanor Roosevelt, Margaret Sanger, and many more who have known who to fight against social injustice, inequality, and thanks to them, in recent years they have seen remarkable changes. Thanks to them, the new generation continue fighting to equal in society. I'm gonna explain some types of violence. For example, the first one, workplace violence. Present in dozens and dozens of countries where women's access to positions of responsibility is difficult, or their develop in the company or stability is complicated by the fact of being a woman. This type of discrimination is one of the most common as well, and some examples are the non-fulfillment of equal pay for men and women in identical positions, or the dismissal or non-hearing due to possible pregnancies, a reality that both men and women have to fight against. Psychological violence. It can occur in all kinds of contexts, although the house, the couple, and the family are usually three of the most common, and it consists of any action that we feel disagrees us as people or tries to control our actions or decisions. This type of violence against women doesn't have to reach humiliation, but can manifest itself as restriction, humiliation, or manipulation, causing emotional damage. Physical violence. It results in any action that causes damage or physical suffering and affects the integrity of the person. Bruises, wounds, or burns. Sexual violence. Any action that threatens or violates a woman's right to decide about her sexuality and encompasses any form of sexual contact. Sexual violence isn't limited to forcing a woman against her will, but to any type of explosion, abuse, or intimidation, regardless or whether it occurs inside or outside of marriage or any relationship. And please remember, it is important to emphasize that we must fight for gender equality, and so that the new generations can enjoy a society without injustice, favoritism, and inequality.